If you're a woman over 40 who's been through heartbreak, disappointment, or the end of a significant relationship, I want you to know something important. Your best days aren't behind you, they're ahead of you. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to step into the most empowered, confident, and magnetic version of yourself. Welcome to a journey of transformation that will change not just how others see you, but how you see yourself. I'm here to share 5 powerful strategies that will help you build unshakable confidence, create the life you've always dreamed of, and attract relationships that honor your worth. But before we dive in, let me be crystal clear about something. This isn't about changing who you are to please someone else. This isn't about becoming someone you're not. This is about peeling back the layers of doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs to reveal the incredible woman who's been there all along. See, there's something magical that happens when a woman reaches a certain point in her life. She stops apologizing for taking up space. She stops dimming her light to make others comfortable. She starts living authentically, boldly, and unapologetically. And that, my friend, is absolutely irresistible. So if you're ready to transform your life, boost your confidence, and become the kind of woman who commands respect and attracts genuine love, then this video is for you. Let's begin this incredible journey together. Strategy number 1. Embrace your authentic self. The first and most crucial step in your transformation is learning to embrace your authentic self completely. Now, I know this might sound simple, but stay with me because this goes much deeper than you might think. For too many years, you may have been living according to other people's expectations. Maybe you molded yourself to fit what you thought a partner wanted. Perhaps you suppressed parts of your personality to avoid conflict, or maybe you've been playing it safe, hiding your true opinions, dreams, and desires. But here's what I've learned from working with thousands of women over 40. The moment you start showing up as your authentic self is the moment everything changes. Not only do you feel more alive and energized, but you also begin attracting people who genuinely appreciate and value the real you. Think about it this way. When you're pretending to be someone you're not, you're essentially advertising a product that doesn't exist. The people you attract will be interested in the fake version, not the real you. But when you show up authentically, you attract people who are genuinely compatible with who you really are. So what does embracing your authentic self look like in practice? It starts with radical self-acceptance. This means acknowledging all parts of yourself, your strengths, your quirks, your interests, even your imperfections, and deciding that they're all worthy of love and acceptance. Maybe you love gardening, but feel like it's too boring to mention on a dating profile. Maybe you have strong political opinions, but you've been staying quiet to avoid controversy. Maybe you love spending quiet evenings at home with a good book, but you feel pressure to be more social and outgoing. Here's your permission slip. All of these things are part of what makes you uniquely you, and they're all beautiful. The right person will find your love of gardening charming. They'll respect your convictions and opinions. They'll appreciate your depth and your need for quiet moments. But authenticity isn't just about being honest about your interests and preferences. It's also about honoring your values and boundaries. It's about speaking up when something doesn't feel right. It's about saying yes to opportunities that align with who you are and saying no to things that don't serve you. I want you to try something. For the next week, pay attention to moments when you feel like you're performing or pretending. Notice when you catch yourself saying what you think someone wants to hear instead of what you really think. Observe when you're doing things that don't align with your true desires. This awareness is the first step toward authentic living. Once you start noticing these patterns, you can begin making different choices. You can start showing up more authentically in small ways and gradually build up to bigger expressions of your true self. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect or to have it all figured out. The goal is to be real. And there's something incredibly attractive about a woman who's comfortable in her own skin, who knows who she is and isn't apologizing for it. When you embrace your authentic self, you give others permission to do the same. You create space for genuine connection and real intimacy, and you attract people who are drawn to your uniqueness rather than trying to change you. Strategy number 2, build unshakable confidence. Now let's talk about building unshakable confidence. And I want to start by clearing up a common misconception. Confidence isn't something you're born with or without. It's not a fixed personality trait. Confidence is a skill that can be developed, strengthened, and mastered at any age. The beautiful thing about being a woman over 40 is that you have decades of life experience to draw from. You've survived challenges, overcome obstacles, and learned valuable lessons. This experience is actually your secret weapon when it comes to building confidence. But many women don't recognize the incredible strength they've already demonstrated. They focus on their perceived failures or shortcomings instead of acknowledging their resilience and growth. So let's change that narrative right now. I want you to think back over your life and identify moments when you showed real courage. Maybe it was leaving a job that wasn't serving you. Maybe it was standing up for yourself or someone else. Maybe it was learning a new skill, moving to a new city, or navigating a difficult period with grace. These moments of courage are proof that you're already stronger and more capable than you give yourself credit for. They're evidence that you can handle whatever life throws at you. And recognizing this is the foundation of unshakable confidence. But confidence isn't just about looking backward. It's also about moving forward with intention. Confident women set goals and take action toward achieving them. They don't wait for permission or for perfect conditions. They start where they are, with what they have, and they keep moving forward. So what kind of goals am I talking about? They can be anything that excites and challenges you. Maybe you want to learn a new language, start a creative project, get in the best shape of your life, or build a business. Maybe you want to travel solo, take a public speaking class, or learn to dance. The specific goal doesn't matter as much as the process of setting it and working toward it. Every time you challenge yourself and follow through, you're building confidence. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of growth and change. Now, I also want to address something important. Confidence doesn't mean being fearless. It means feeling the fear and moving forward anyway. It means being willing to be uncomfortable in service of your growth. It means trusting yourself to handle whatever comes up. One of the most powerful confidence-building exercises I know is what I call the Daily Courage Challenge. Every day, do one small thing that scares you or pushes you outside your comfort zone. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It could be speaking up in a meeting, trying a new restaurant alone, or striking up a conversation with a stranger. These small acts of courage add up over time. They create a track record of evidence that you can handle uncertainty and discomfort. They build your confidence muscle bit by bit. Another key aspect of confidence is how you talk to yourself. Pay attention to your internal dialogue. Are you your own biggest cheerleader or your harshest critic? Do you celebrate your wins or focus on your mistakes? Do you encourage yourself like you would a good friend, or do you tear yourself down? Confident women have learned to be their own best friend. They speak to themselves with kindness and encouragement. They celebrate their progress, even if it's not perfect. They treat themselves with the same compassion they would show someone they love. I also want to talk about the importance of posture and body language in building confidence. Research shows that how we hold our bodies actually affects how we feel. When you stand tall, make eye contact, and take up space, you not only appear more confident to others, you actually feel more confident yourself. Practice what I call power posing. Before important conversations or situations, spend 2 minutes standing like a superhero, feet shoulder-width apart, hands on your hips, chest open, chin up. It might feel silly at first, but it works. Your body language sends signals to your brain that you're strong and capable. Finally, Surround yourself with people who believe in you and support your growth. Confidence is contagious, and being around other confident, positive people will lift you up. Distance yourself from people who consistently drain your energy or make you feel small. Remember, building unshakable confidence is an ongoing process, not a destination. There will be days when you feel more confident than others, and that's perfectly normal. The key is to keep showing up, keep pushing yourself gently outside your comfort zone, and keep treating yourself with love and respect. When you radiate genuine confidence, people are naturally drawn to you. They want to be around your positive energy. They respect your self-assurance, and they're inspired by your courage to live authentically and boldly. Strategy number 3, create your dream life. The third strategy is about creating a life that you absolutely love. A life so fulfilling and exciting that you're completely happy whether you're sharing it with someone or enjoying it solo. This is what I call building your magnetic life, and it's one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who was so passionate about their life, so engaged with their interests, so vibrant and alive that you couldn't help but want to be part of their world? That's the kind of energy we're going to cultivate in you. But here's where many women get it wrong. They think they need to wait for the right relationship to start living fully. They put their dreams on hold, their goals on the back burner, their happiness on pause, waiting for someone else to complete their life. This is backwards thinking, and it's actually repelling the very thing you want to attract. People are drawn to those who are already living fully, not those who are waiting for someone else to make their life worth living. So let's flip this script. Instead of waiting for someone to share your dreams with, start living those dreams now. Instead of postponing your happiness until you find the right person, create a life that makes you so happy that you're simply looking for someone wonderful to share it with. This shift in perspective changes everything. When your life is already full and exciting, you're not looking for someone to rescue you from boredom or loneliness. You're not desperate or needy. You're selective. You're looking for someone who adds value to an already valuable life. So how do you create this magnetic life? It starts with getting clear on what actually brings you joy, fulfillment, and excitement. Not what you think should make you happy, but what actually does. I want you to imagine you have unlimited time, money, and resources. How would you spend your days? What would you learn? Where would you go? What would you create? What causes would you support? How would you contribute to the world? Don't censor yourself or worry about being practical right now. Just dream. Let your imagination run wild. This is your life we're talking about, and you deserve to live it fully. Once you have this vision, start breaking it down into actionable steps. You might not be able to travel the world tomorrow, but you could start learning about different cultures, taking language classes, or exploring your own city like a tourist. You might not be able to start your dream business immediately, but you could begin developing your skills, networking in your field, or working on your business plan. The key is to start somewhere, anywhere, and keep moving forward. Every small step you take toward your dream life builds momentum and creates positive energy that others can feel. Let's talk about some specific areas where you can start creating your dream life. Career and purpose. Are you fulfilled by your work? If not, what would meaningful work look like for you? Maybe it's time to explore a career change, start a side hustle, or find ways to make your current job more fulfilling. Maybe it's time to volunteer for a cause you care about or use your skills to help others. Health and wellness. What does your ideal relationship with your body look like? This isn't about fitting into a certain size or looking a certain way. It's about feeling strong, energetic, and healthy. Maybe you want to try yoga, learn to cook healthy meals, start hiking, or prioritize better sleep. Creative expression. What forms of creativity call to you? Maybe you want to paint, write, dance, sing, act, or craft. Creative expression is food for the soul, and it's never too late to explore your artistic side. Learning and growth. What have you always wanted to learn? A new language? A musical instrument? A new skill? Lifelong learning keeps your mind sharp and your spirit young. Relationships and community. What kinds of relationships do you want to cultivate? This includes friendships, family relationships, and community connections. Invest in the relationships that nurture you, and don't be afraid to create boundaries with relationships that drain you. Adventure and exploration. What experiences are on your bucket list? Start checking them off one by one. Take that cooking class, book that solo trip, try that new restaurant, attend that concert. Home and environment. Create a living space that truly reflects who you are and supports the life you want to live. This doesn't have to be expensive. It's about creating a sanctuary that feels authentically you. As you start building your dream life, you'll notice something magical happening. You'll feel more alive, more excited about your days. You'll have more to talk about, more experiences to share. You'll radiate the kind of positive energy that draws people to you. And here's the beautiful paradox. The more fulfilled you become on your own, the more attractive you become to others. But by then, you're not looking for someone to complete. You're looking for someone amazing to complement your already amazing life. Remember, creating your dream life isn't selfish, it's necessary. When you're living fully and authentically, you inspire others to do the same. You give them permission to pursue their own dreams and live their own truth. So start today. Pick one small step you can take toward your dream life and take it. Then take another tomorrow. Keep building, keep growing, keep becoming the woman you were meant to be. Strategy number 4, cultivate inner peace and joy. The fourth strategy is about cultivating inner peace and joy, that deep, unshakable sense of contentment and happiness that comes from within. This is perhaps the most magnetic quality of all, because people are naturally drawn to those who radiate peace and joy. But let's be honest, life after 40 often comes with its share of challenges. You might be dealing with divorce, loss, health issues, career changes, aging parents, or teenage children. You might be navigating the complex emotions that come with life transitions. And all of this can make it difficult to feel peaceful and joyful. Here's what I want you to understand. Inner peace and joy aren't about having a perfect life with no problems. They're about developing the inner resources to handle whatever life brings with grace, resilience, and even gratitude. This is actually one of the superpowers of being a woman over 40. You've lived long enough to understand that challenges are temporary, that you're stronger than you think, and that there's always something to be grateful for, even in difficult times. So how do you cultivate this inner peace and joy? It starts with developing a consistent self-care practice that nourishes your mind, body, and spirit. And no, this isn't selfish. It's essential. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't give others what you don't have yourself. Let's talk about some specific practices that can help you develop this inner peace. Mindfulness and meditation. Even just 10 minutes a day of mindfulness practice can dramatically reduce stress and increase your sense of inner calm. You don't need to sit in lotus position chanting. You can practice mindfulness while walking, eating, or even doing household chores. The key is to bring your full attention to the present moment instead of getting lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Gratitude practice. Research shows that regularly practicing gratitude literally rewires your brain for happiness. Start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. They don't have to be big things. Maybe it's your morning coffee, a text from a friend, or the way the sunlight looked through your window. Nature connection. Spending time in nature has been shown to reduce stress, improve mood, and increase feelings of peace and well-being. Make it a priority to get outside regularly, whether it's for a walk in the park, gardening, or just sitting outside with your morning coffee. Movement and exercise. Physical activity isn't just good for your body, it's essential for your mental and emotional well-being too. Find forms of movement that you enjoy, whether it's dancing, yoga, swimming, hiking, or just walking around your neighborhood. Creative expression. Engaging in creative activities is like meditation for many people. Whether it's painting, writing, music, crafts, or cooking, creative expression can be deeply therapeutic and joy-producing. Spiritual practice. This looks different for everyone, but having some form of spiritual practice, whether it's religious, worship, meditation, prayer, or simply connecting with something larger than yourself, can provide tremendous peace and perspective. Now let's talk about joy specifically. Joy is different from happiness. Happiness often depends on external circumstances, but joy is an inner state that you can access regardless of what's happening around you. Joy comes from appreciating simple pleasures, finding beauty in everyday moments, and connecting with what truly matters to you. It's about being present to life's gifts instead of always focusing on what's missing or wrong. One of the most powerful practices for cultivating joy is what I call micro-celebrations. Instead of only celebrating big achievements, start celebrating small victories and beautiful moments throughout your day. Maybe you made a delicious meal, had a great conversation with a friend, learned something new, or simply enjoyed a beautiful sunset. When you start noticing and celebrating these small joys, you'll be amazed at how much richness and beauty already exists in your life. You'll stop waiting for big events to feel happy and start finding joy in the ordinary moments that make up most of life.